Well, embattled Republican Congressman Michael Grimm from Staten Island officially resigned from office today, resigning after pleading guilty to tax evasion last month, leaving Staten Island without representation as a new Congress is sworn in. All right, Jessica, we're hearing a few names. Mr. Donovan tops among them. Is your guess here that he formally says, yeah, I want the job?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's clearly the front runner. He's from Staten Island, which holds the bulk. I think it's like almost 70% of the weighted vote of the district. Like, you don't have a primary and a special election. The party chairman choose the candidate. So it looks like, Nicole Malley-Takis was saying she was interested in it, but it looks like everyone's lining up behind Donovan.
And it's talk about a steep fall. Michael Grimm. A lot of people had thought that this was a guy with a future. Not that long ago, we all saw what happened with New York One reporter. We all know some of the stuff that's come out since. But maybe I'm Pollyannish. I always thought, if the guy knew this is how it was going to go down, and he knew this is how it was going to go down when he was running, right? Couldn't the state party have done better? I know they tried to force him out, but couldn't they have pushed a little harder to get him out? I know he needed this for leverage to plea bargain.
What can you do, though? What can you do? At the end of the day, what could you really do to force someone out when they're determined?
Put a more credible, well-funded guy up in a primary? I mean, the people who lost the most are Staten Island. They go without representation.
Who would have beat Michael Grimm? Let's cut to the chase. He's good looking, he's articulate, and Staten Island residents felt that
Staten Island DA, you want to go Law and Order? They go to Dan Donovan, they would have done it.
He hates the press.
That's a winner every time.
Hey, but it's Donovan's job now.
He'll throw you off a balcony. All right. Republican Congressman Chris Gibson says he will not seek a fourth term in 2016. His announcement comes just 2 months after winning his third term in Congress. Some speculation he could run for statewide office in 2018, and he's an interesting case, isn't he?
Yes. I think he is. Jessica might want to comment on this one, too.
I figured I'd start with you.
Because there was a theory going out there that Rob Astorino wanted to jump in 2014 because of guys like him who are poised for the next one in 2018. This guy's a moderate. It'll be appealing to some people that he said, I'm getting out of Congress after 3 terms or whatever it was. He's a term limit guy. He's term limiting himself. And now there's going to be this rush, I think, in 2018, and he's probably one of them that's going to do it. He's going to push the party to the center, which is a strategy I think the Republicans are going to see this next go around. So it'll be interesting to watch what he does.
I just thought that, I'll get to the other stuff, but I thought the timing of it was so bizarre. I don't see how he benefits from at this stage to be saying he's not running again. It's going to make it a lot more difficult to raise money. He essentially is now a lame duck congressman.
Wouldn't he have more time to go around the state?
No, but why would you announce it today when you just got reelected and sworn into another
after he leaves office, he'll be not out of office for 2 years trying to run for governor. That's a little bit of a difficult position to stand on.
The only argument I would do is it would liberate him to take any positions he wants in Washington without fear for prizes.
Today.
Yeah, but like a year from now, he could have said it. Like, I don't know why he had to say it today. It just seemed bizarre. But look, he's got some attractive qualities as a statewide candidate. Rob didn't run for that reason. He ran to win. But I think the party really was impressed by the run that he had. And, if he decides to do it again, I think, a lot of people are going to line up behind him and want him to see him to take that second crack at it.
Gibson
so it's going to be tough for. I think he should run against Gillibrand. I think he'd make a great candidate against Gillibrand.
He's definitely a different brand.
He is, for sure.
He's in the center. So.
Well, opening statements began today in the corruption retrial of former state senator Malcolm Smith. Smith, as you may know, is accused of bribing Republican leaders to buy his way into the 2013 New York City mayoral election. I still don't understand that one. Anyway, Smith's attorney says his client was entrapped. He said the government, quote, invented a crime and lured Malcolm Smith into it, end quote. He's also accused Mr. Smith of being involved in a crooked real estate deal in Rockland County. Dominic, you're curious that there hasn't been a deal worked out already, right?
Well, I'm not a lawyer, but
you play one on TV.
But I play one on TV, and I think I'm a very good one.
If I don't say something,
I'd hire you.
I would definitely hire you, and should have hired you. If I'm Malcolm Smith's attorney, I would put him in a room and say, Malcolm, you're going down. You got lucky with this first retrial, but there's already been a conviction in this case. You've already lost your job. cut a deal, do a little bit of time, as opposed to looking at the maximum. It's not looking good for me. Maybe he'll be acquitted. Maybe he
But
knows
don't you
something
think he
I
would
don't
have
know.
flipped if he had something already?
Well, I didn't say you had to flip, but I mean, it just seems that the evidence is going to be so overwhelming that he should just take a deal for his own best interest and for the best interest of his family.
Couldn't he claim, insanity, and that anybody who tried to bribe his way on to be the Republican nominee for mayor of New York City? I mean, oy.
Poster child for why campaign finance, publicly financed elections are a bad idea.
Good last part on that one.
Yeah, it was just, I think the quote of the year was one of the guys who allegedly was part of this, was this Dan Halloran, who was the city councilman from Queens, and he said, money is what greases the wheel. And I mean, that was a statement.
Yeah.
He's the
that
one
should
that's
be
been
chiseled.
convicted already,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
You
in
just
jail.
want,
Oh,
honestly,
he's in
That's
jail
right.
you want to read
So
read up on the
unsurprising.
story, you'll wash
Yeah.
your hands when you're done with it. All right, Jessica, thank you very much. We come back, we'll talk a little baseball. Hall of Fame announcing 4 new members, but are any players linked to steroids heading to Cooperstown? We'll talk about that with our guest after this.